In today's episode, I talk about how to deal with an arrogant client. Welcome to episode 180 of the Honest Entrepreneur Show, where I help creatives like you to master your marketing. My name's Tom Ross, and let's get into it. And I know there's some very observant people in my community, so for anyone on the YouTube, you will notice this corona has been going down very slowly over the course of the last few episodes. And that's because I find it very hard to do anything and drink. If I eat, I can't eat and drink. If I'm talking like this, I can't really talk and drink. So it's just kind of sitting here going a bit warm, but there we go. I'm working my way through it. It's just going to take 10 episodes at this rate.
This question is from Kevin. I'm in the middle of a project and the client has turned out to be supremely arrogant. I'd appreciate any advice.
Hey Kevin, that's a great question. Honestly, I think it depends on the context. I don't have all the details of the situation. So it's like, how arrogant are they being? Are they being really objectionable, or you just don't, mesh as people? I've had all kinds of situations like this in my freelance career. So especially early on, when I was a kid, I probably didn't stand up for myself enough. I just put up with the arrogant clients. I felt frustrated, but I kept stum. I kept my head down. I worked through it, and I just got paid. I got out of there. The biggest and best thing you can do in situations like this is learn from it. So you should absolutely be trying to look for red flags and patterns in the future. So you could hopefully, after this experience, be better at identifying potential clients that could be arrogant and try and avoid them, and try and work to attract better, nicer, more reasonable clients. But I understand, Kevin, that might not help you right now because you're down in the weeds in the marshes dealing with this arrogant a-hole of a client. And it's like, what do I do? So I think what you do is you try and assert your expertise in a diplomatic, professional way. And you can have some variation of the conversation. Look, you've come to me for a service. You've come to me presumably because I have expertise in this area. And so I need you to trust my expertise because that's what you're hiring me to give you. That's why I'm informing you and making these decisions for you. That's why I'm trying to push the project in this direction. Empathize with them and be like, I hear you, I want to learn about your business. I want to ultimately deliver a great job. But as I said, I have the expertise here, and that's what I'm trying to bring to the table. And so if you do that in a professional and diplomatic way, you never know, they might actually simmer down and they might be receptive to it. Or they might turn around and be like, I don't give a fuck about your expertise. Get out of here. Like, screw you. If they become abusive, then it gets to a point where it's like, do you actually call the project early and be like, I don't think this is working, but we've got it this far. I've got my deposit. Why don't we call it quits, and so on, and advise they go and work with someone else. And there's too many nuances in this situation for me to give you one clear answer, to be honest. So I think try and address it, be professional. Hopefully that resolves it. If not, you're going to have to get a read on the situation and be like, do I just power through, give them what they want and get out of there? Do I stand my ground? That's going to depend on your personal situation. Are you desperate for the cash, or are you, doing a little bit better off and you can afford to lose them as a client? Can you afford to walk away? All of these kinds of factors. But as I say, once you've dealt with that immediate situation, learn from it, move on, try and find some nicer people in future. Question of the day. What was your last client like? You don't have to name any names, of course. This is the internet, it's all public. But just share, like, in a sentence, what were they like? Were they sweet? Were they amiable? Were they funny? Were they cool? Or were they arrogant? Let me know in the comments below. Well, hey there. You seem like the kind of savvy human being that enjoys high quality YouTube content just like this one. And if you'd like to see more of it, I hope you will hit the subscribe button below this video. If you'd enjoy more content like this, you can check it out right here. Make the right decision.